Guys, this is Hone from Philly Gets Fit, and today I have Mike Davis here, and we're going to be talking a little bit about his journey on how he lost weight, how he got into the best shape of his life, and what he's up to now. So, Mike, take it away. So, how long have you been coming to Philly Gets Fit?
I've been coming here since mid-March of 2014.
Mid-March of 2014.
Yes.
Okay, so that's about
Almost
10
months.
10 months.
Yeah,
10 months.
Right.
When you first came to Philly Gets Fit, what kind of health issues were you dealing with?
When I first got here, I was introduced by Francesca. I was having heart palpitations and found out I was diabetic. I ended up going on insulin 4 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and an overnight shot. I had metformin, which is a pill version of like the insulin, so I was taking the shots. Metformin. I had blood pressure issues. I was taking medicines and all kinds of medicines. And I had to come here. Well, I didn't have to come here. I needed to lose weight to try to help with my health. So when I met Francesca, she told me about Philly Gets Fit. And I was like, you know what? Let me come down here and check it out. And that's when I met you and the rest of the Philly Gets Fit family.
Wow. So that's a lot of stuff. Like I couldn't even imagine dealing with that much stuff. But I guess the more pressing issue is, how did you allow yourself to get to that point where you had to deal with all of that?
Well, my job, when I first started my job, I had a lot of leeway at my job. But when I first started a new place that I was working at, I didn't know I could get out as much as I did. So when I get to work, my job was pretty simple, but I couldn't get out. And I sat there, ate, watched TV, sat there, ate, watched TV. Now, I could have done some kind of exercises, push-ups, sit-ups, just something. No, I was being lazy, and I just sat there, ate, and watched TV. And over time, it just started getting higher and higher.
So food was the culprit. That's it.
Just food and no exercise. I didn't exercise and do anything.
Okay, wow. So this is almost as bad as when people over drink or smoke or anything else. This was self-induced.
Yes, I did.
And it was just all food. What kind of food are we talking about?
Cheesesteaks, hamburgers, chips, soda, especially soda. Just all the unhealthy stuff. I had some healthy stuff, but it was like I would eat a cheesesteak with like a Diet Coke. Like that didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was doing all the wrong foods. You know what I mean? So it was hard.
Okay, so you did the whole Diet Coke with the cheesesteak to make up
I
for
was one of those guys.
Right. And then you were like, oh yeah, my cheesesteak has peppers on it.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I'm healthy.
You know, apple pie. Like, oh,
It's got apple.
I was one of them.
Apple flavor. Right. So how long was that? How long of a process? Were you ever thin? Were you fit? So you were fit.
Yes.
You had a background in like basketball and a bunch of other things.
Yeah, I graduated from high school in '94. I ended up going to community college and playing basketball for them. And I actually started modeling. I was modeling. I was so in shape. I was modeling. You know what I'm saying? Then I got a basketball scholarship to the University of Dayton, which was I forget what year it was, but I got into a car accident and lost my scholarship.
Okay.
And from that point, my weight went up and down, up and down. I would gain 50 pounds, I would lose 50 pounds. I would gain 50 pounds, I would lose 50. Then gain 60, then lose 20, then gain.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So then I just got bigger and bigger, and it just kind of stayed on.
Right. So you had fluctuation of 50 and 60 pounds. I mean, that's significant. So you're going, what were you at, 150?
Like 170.
170. So you went 170, and then you gained 50 pounds. So that takes you to 220.
I went down
Back down to
180.
180.
Then I went gained like 60 or 50 or 60. Then it was like 230. Then I went down only like 200. Then I gained like 60 more, like 270. I mean, it was just
wow.
I would only lose maybe half of what I gained, and then gain that plus. You know
Right. So all along the way, though, I mean, 50, 60 pounds. That's like, I should make a change. I should make a change. And then like, why didn't you make a change when you gained 20 pounds or 30 pounds?
I thought I was still pretty active. Like I still played basketball, you know, especially in the summertime. I mean, I didn't have as much energy, and I tried to cover it up. And that's where I was selling myself. I would try to dress it down, like, oh, because I put on like it, even though my shirt was going from XL to 2X to 3X, it was just like I covered it well, so I thought.
Covered it like as in you put on baggy clothes or something, exactly. And then you're like, oh, nobody notices. I got this baggy shirt on, so nobody can tell.
Right. I put baggy clothes on.
So this is interesting. If you didn't actually cover it up, but instead just wore the size you wore, and it was super tight, and people noticed what it is that you actually look like, do you think that would have prompted you to actually take action sooner?
Possibly, quite. I would think so.
Huh?
I would think so.
I think we're getting somewhere. So if you're out there watching and you want to make a decision to actually motivate yourself and change your life, you may need outside help. And from what we just heard from Mike is stop hiding it and actually show people so that now you don't want to be embarrassed anymore. So you might actually take the decision sooner than much later.
Much later. I end up going to 299 pounds.
299 pounds. What are you down? What are you now?
I'm 242.
242.
Yes.
That's fantastic. So you're almost 60 pounds, right? Almost 60 pounds since coming here.
Right.
Wow. Okay. So let's talk more strategy. Let's talk about what it is that you did since coming here that helped you lose 60 pounds. Because I know a lot of you guys out there are interested in losing 60 pounds. So
yeah. Well, when I first started, it was mainly coming here twice a day. Well, I wanted to come here, Philly is Fit. So I was like, oh, it's a free class. I want to exercise. And it was showing some improvement. But then talking with you, Francesca, and a bunch of other health coaches got me on Herbalife plan, health plan. And once I started that, the weight just started dropping off. I started taking 2 shakes a day and working out twice a day, and the weight just was coming off. So I stopped drinking soda. I didn't eat chips. I mean, every now and then I would say, but like I was doing it every day.
Right.
And I went to maybe once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
I remember one time I had soda and my face started breaking out because I didn't drink it for like 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, wow, from soda? You know what I'm saying? So like I cut out a lot of the fast foods. I started, eating healthier. So, but I also know that it wasn't a diet. Like, it didn't feel like a diet. It was an overall lifestyle change. Right. And that's what, it didn't feel like a job. Because diets feel like a job to me. It feel like work, and who wants to work?
That lifestyle change, a lot of people talk about that. A lot of health coaches, a lot of personal trainers, they're like, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Now for you said something really important. You said that it didn't feel like work, because I know a lot of diets feel like work, right? You gotta count the calories, you gotta do all this stuff, this extra stuff that you don't want to do. You just want the end result of looking better, feeling better, having more energy. How were you actually able to make it a lifestyle change versus having it feel like work in a diet? What was it?
The convenience of the change made it feel like it wasn't a diet. And that was the number one thing for me. Like trying to go to the store and buy this and buy that. Like trying to buy all these vegetables and all this stuff, eating healthy, that was still work.
Got it.
You know what I mean? That was still work. And this was very convenient. So like I would go and still buy healthy foods, but I wasn't like, I gotta hurry up and do it this week. I gotta hurry up and do it this week. Why? Because I got my Herbalife stuff right here and I can get to that. When I get to it, it was just the convenience of it. And once I started, it was like, oh my God, I have to do this. It wasn't like I gotta do this to lose weight. It was like, I feel good and it's so convenient. Like why wouldn't I? Like why wouldn't you do this?
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So it was the convenience that
all right, so that's probably one of the key takeaways that our viewers can have is that by creating this convenience, you take away that feeling of work, that negative feeling where it's like, oh, I don't want to do this. It's just there, so it's just something you do. And so instead of having soda in your house, you have all of these healthier choices like Herbalife.
Right.
So then it's just, voila, let me do that, and every time I do that, I feel better, I look better, I lose weight, I get my result.
Absolutely.
Okay. And is that partially why you're going to be able to maintain it? Because you've been down 60 before.
Right.
What's going to keep you from going back up 60 like you have in the past?
Like when I lost the weight, I was doing certain diets to kind of like starve myself. And I was just doing whatever I could to make sure I lose this weight. Whether it was healthy way to do it or not. Like I would not eat for 3 days. You shouldn't do stuff like that. Like I would just do really stupid stuff to try to lose weight. And then when it was done, I crashed. With this, is no crashing. Like, I mean, I can get to my goal, my target weight, and continue this. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I'm hungry. Like when I was done those diets, this is maybe the number one thing. When I was done, I was starving. I was like, oh my God, I gotta eat.
Right.
With this, I'm not hungry. Like I get my shake and I'm full.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll get like a banana, you know, in between my shakes. And,
right.
But I'm full. You know, and I don't feel like I gotta go get something. Like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. No, I don't feel like that at all. So that right there is probably one of the number one factors that why I won't jump back up.
Right.
To it. Plus, I feel a whole lot better. I mean, I feel a whole lot better. Like when I lost that weight, I wasn't really exercising. I was starving myself. You know what I'm saying? With the nutrition plan and this exercise is making me like, you know what, I can maintain this, and I'm going to continue to maintain this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like I know a lot of viewers out there. You guys, when you don't eat for a while, you get hangry, as it's called, where you're so hungry that you're angry. And if you can just control that little factor of it, and you can just make sure that you have something on hand that's healthy that prevents you from getting hungry, you won't go down that path of just eating anything that's in front of you, because you're going to be clear-headed and you're going to know what to eat and stick to that strategy that you have. Because when you're hungry, let's face it, when you're hungry, everything goes out the window. Or your whole strategy is just, who cares? I'm hungry, I need to eat something, and you're just going to eat. But what you're saying is that because of the Herbalife shakes, because of everything that you're doing, you actually stop yourself before you get to that hungry point.
Right.
And just
I'm clear-headed. And you know, because it's so convenient for that healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm not using the convenience of McDonald's, Burger King, you know, wherever, you know, because they make that really convenient.
Right.
You get a double cheeseburger for $1. That's really convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't get to that point where I'm like, that's my convenience. My convenience is the shake.
Right. I just recently posted on Twitter and Facebook that people are much like water. They go to the path of least resistance. So wherever it's more convenient, you go to. And so Herbalife has made it so that it's even more convenient than the fast food choices. So there we go. Even more convenient, I'll do that. And fortunate for you, it was the healthier choice. And so you're able to maintain and maintain your weight loss so far.
And I still have certain goals. Like I still want to lose another 40 more pounds and maintain that.
40 more pounds, so you're going for 200. You're going for 200 or maybe even under. Maybe even under. All right.
I don't know if I want to go back down to my 170. But depending on how I look at 200, we shall see.
We'll see, right. And that's another cool point, because I talk to a lot of people about getting goals. And all too often I hear women say, I don't want to lose too much weight, or I don't want to get too bulky, or a number of things like that. They almost make it seem like there's either on-off, right? It's either I'm super heavy or super skinny, or I'm not bulky and I'm too bulky. It's not a line. It's a gray bar. So it's at any point you can stop. It's not like, oh, I got too much muscle. I got too big. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen so quickly. So what you're saying is, you're at 240 now. You'll get down to 200, and depending on how you look, maybe you'll go to 170. But you realize it's not either 240 or 170. Right. There's this whole big gray bar in between. Right. And so you get to choose whether you want to continue or not. That's fantastic. Okay. Are there any last things that you want to say directly to our viewers here about anything?
Well, I want to say that since coming here, meeting people at Philly Gets Fit and introducing me to Herbalife, everybody has been a family. Like I put on my Facebook all the time that this is my life changer, and these are my life changers, and I truly mean it. I'm like, yo, I love y'all, and they laugh it off or whatever. Like I truly love these guys because they really got me to this point where I never thought I could be. Like I'm coming here, sometimes I'm teaching classes now. Like when I first walked in this door, I never thought I'd be teaching. You know what I mean? He trusted me to do that and kind of to lead people, and it's a wonderful feeling. Like I want to help people. I see people's results. and it makes me so happy to see from where they came to where they're at now. You know what I mean? Like just like I've been inspiring some people, other people has. I mean, a lot of people have been inspiring me. Like I love seeing old faces, new faces, people just coming in and having a good time because it's not like a gym. It's not like a gym. It's like it's a family based company. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all family. Like, you know, and I just want to say that it's been my life changer, and I really appreciate every one of you. I mean, all my friends, all people that's been supporting me, and you. I really want to thank you, man, just for having this, man. Like it's really been an overwhelming experience, and I couldn't believe that, you know, just coming here, that my life has changed.
Wow, fantastic. So you guys heard it. You guys heard it directly from Mike. Now you guys can hear it from me, but you know I not listen. But Mike here, he got his results. You can get your results. He just showed you what he did. So if you're out there, if you're watching and you're looking for the motivation to lose weight, to get into the best shape of your life, it's here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a whole bunch of interviews just like Mike because we're changing lives here at Philly Gets Fit. We are helping people lose weight, build muscle, gain energy, and whatever else in between. So if you're interested in that, come down and check us out. Or if you're not in Philly, then we're going to have a bunch of YouTube videos where you can work out and learn how to cook, and there's just going to be a bunch of things. So again, make sure you subscribe and check us out in the future. I'm Hone from Philly Gets Fit. This is Mike, and we'll see you next time.